Welcome back students. So we are continuing our work energy power chapter, and today we are talking about the spring and block system, or we will learn about the potential energy in a spring. Okay, so look, already we have learned the work, the kinetic energy and the potential energy. These things already we have done. So today we are talking about what? Spring, and we'll know that what is the energy stored in a spring, or how much work is done in stretching or compressing a spring. Okay, so let's start. First, suppose you have a spring with you and you want to compress or expand it, then how much work you have to do first. Okay, so I'm writing here, we have two possibilities actually. So I'm writing first here, work done in, you say compressing, stretching, both will be okay, no problem. Okay, stretching a spring by X amount. You want to compress or expand a spring by what? X amount. Okay, how much work you have to do? Suppose this is your spring, this is a natural length. Okay, this is called what? Your natural length. We call it what? L naught symbol, natural length. Now you apply force and you expand it about some amount up to here, so that is called your X amount, expansion. Or same way you can compress also. You want to expand, you have to apply a force, external force, like that way, right? So in the spring we have what? Spring force. Already we have learned in Newton's laws, right? So you know the spring force formula is what? K into X. Spring force is always restoring force. We write a Fs symbol I am writing, we write minus kx, or just write magnitude then kx only. Okay, K is called spring constant, already you know this is called spring constant, and X is what? Your amount of compression or expansion. Right now X is what? Your compression, you can talk, or you can talk expansion also, how much you compressing or how much expanding. So the first simple question is what? We have to calculate work done in stretching or compressing this spring by what? X amount, how much work is done. So you know what is general formula of work done is what? F dot what? Dx. Correct na? F dot dx. So let's put the here force means what? Spring force, that's what? Kx into what? Dx, and we are expanding from 0 to some amount what? X. Correct. Okay, when you integrate this, what you will get? The work done will be equal to simply kx into dx. K is constant, x into dx, that becomes what? Simply kx square by 2, kx square by what? 2, and limit 0 to what? X you want to expand. When you put x, same answer comes. When you put 0, everything is 0. So work done will be simply equal to what? Half kx square. Very very important formula we have, right? You want to stretch a spring from its natural position, natural length. You want to expand it by x amount, or you want to compress by x amount. The work done will be what? Half kx square. K is a spring constant. So in our first chapter they asked the dimension of K also. What is spring constant? So force by what? Distance, right now, or expansion. So this spring constant, this has a dimension or unit of what? Look here, this is nothing but force by distance, so it becomes actually Newton per meter. This is what? Unit, right? SI unit, Newton per meter. This K tell you what? The rigidity or stiffness of a spring. What this K tell you? Let me write it here. K tell you what? Stiffness. Stiffness means what? How it is hard to compress or expand a spring. Suppose K value is very high, then it's very hard to compress or expand that spring. The spring is what? Very strong, you say. Okay, K is small means that very flexible spring, right now. So easy to compress, easy to expand if K value is what? Small. So K tell you what? Stiffness of the spring is a constant for a particular spring. So its unit is what said? Force by distance means Newton per meter. Okay, no problem. So this is the work done in stretching a spring from rest towards some expansion X or compression X, right? Now listen carefully, there are two forces you can see, one external force, and this is what? The spring force. Fs I am writing spring force, right? Always an opposite. So suppose they ask that what is this is a work done by what? The external force. This is what? Be careful, this is a work done by what? External force, means the force we are applying now, that force. This is work done by that force. By chance they ask work done by this spring force, it's really opposite, just magnitude will be same, just negative, because this force is on opposite direction, right? So by chance they ask that work done by spring force, work done by what? Spring force. This is what? Due to external force, then this will be just simply minus half kx square, that's all. Then Yes, because for this case, proper formula is what here, F is what, F cos theta into displacement, cos theta we need between force and displacement. For this force, direction of force that way and expansion also that way, right now. So both are in same direction, angle is what, 0 degree. But in this case, force in that direction, expansion in that direction. So angle is what, 180, that's why I am writing minus here, right. So work done by external force, that formula in magnitude both are looking same only, just symbol is what different, right. Okay, that's the first and most important formula we have, work done in stretching a spring. Now also we know that what work done is simply equal to what, change in energy, right. So this work done is simply equal to the potential energy stored in this spring. When you compress or expand, then we doing work on that spring, right. So that work is stored as the potential energy in this spring. So if somebody asks you what is the potential energy stored in the spring, so this is itself the answer, okay. So this answer is what, nothing but what, you can also write potential energy stored in the spring. Work done in stretching or compressing a spring is simply equal to what, the potential energy stored in the spring, right now. When you compress, then you leave it, this potential energy will be converted into what, again some other energy, right now. Okay, we will see them. Okay, now one question, mainly this direct question like this only, work done stretching from what, natural length, some natural length to what, x amount. Sometimes they will ask you like this way, that same spring already expanded or compressed by some amount and you want to go further, correct na? Suppose it is already expanded by what amount, x1, then you want to go from x1 to x2, further you want to go, then how much work you will do. Look here, let me write here, work done in compressing or expansion, okay, doesn't matter, okay, from x1 to x2, that's all. Like here I saying, here what we saying, 0 to x we going, 0 to what, x we going, right now, 0 to what, simply x. Here simply they saying is already expanded by amount x1, then you want to reach, let's say like the spring is already expanded by what, 2 centimeter, but I want to go up to 5 centimeters. So 2 to 5 you going, then how much work you have to do, okay. So what we will do, same in this formula only, just here write x1, here write what, x2, that's all. So same thing will be there, look here, this is what work done, f dot dx, and this is what x1 to x2 you want to go, how much work you will do. So put again your value, f is what, kx into dx, and this is what, x1 to x2. So you simply see that answer comes kx square by 2 and again x1 to x2. So work done in doing this will be simply what, half kx2 square minus half k x1 square, or in simple you can write half k, you take common, then is simply x2 square minus x1 square. People confuse little here when they ask this type of question, they directly what they do, they write this formula only, half kx square, and x they write like 5, suppose I am saying it's already expanded by 2 centimeter, means x1 is your 2 centimeter and x2 is what, 5 centimeter. They do direct like 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, then put 3 in this formula. No, you have to do like this one, half k x2 square like 5 square minus what, your 2 square, then you have to write this carefully, okay. So from natural to some distance x, direct formula, or already expanded or compressed by some amount x1, then you want to go further x2, then like this way you have to do it, right. Okay, now I tell you a very important question, how they ask mainly here, they ask generally 99% they will ask you always compression of the spring only, okay, in all cases. But there are two possibilities to ask this question again, okay. So when they are asking compression or expansion, we have two possibilities. I am writing those what they are. It's very important. So give attention here. Compression or expansion, anything they ask you, you have two possibilities here. What they are? Either they will ask you what? Maximum compression. In question, what they will ask you? Maximum compression or expansion. If they use maximum word, then always, in order to answer that question, you have to use what? Energy concept, because energy concept gives what? Maximum compression always. So if they ask maximum compression under any case, then what you do? Your energy concept you have to write here, okay. Yes, you have to write like conservation of energy to get the answer. So energy concept you have to write what? If they ask what? Maximum compression or expansion of that spring. I will give a lot of example on this. Then other they will ask you expansion under equilibrium, expansion, or you say, or your compression under what? At equilibrium. In this case you have to use what? Force concept you have to write. Because under equilibrium, we know that net force is what? 0. So you have to write force equation to get the answer, right? We have to calculate compression or expansion. So two possibilities we have in question. Either they say calculate the maximum compression or maximum expansion. Please write energy conservation. That means energy conservation you have to write mainly. Or here they ask like compression or expansion under what? Equilibrium. Okay, under equilibrium means you have to write what? Force concept. You have to write net force is equal to what? 0. Correct? Yeah, generally 99% what you write here, mechanical energy is constant, you say, right? Conservation of energy, or write you write conserve or you say constant. Here write that net force should be equal to what? 0, right? Like that way. So give attention, maximum means energy or equilibrium means what? Force concept you have to use. So I give a lot of example on this, how they can ask. Okay, first example like this. Suppose you have a spring and is placed vertically and we drop a block on or a mass on this spring. It hit the spring, spring will be compressed. Okay, let me draw first picture, then I will write what I am writing here. Suppose you have a spring and this spring is what? Vertically we place like this one. Suppose fix it to ground like that way. Okay, there is a spring of spring constant K. This is a natural length. Then you drop a block from here, okay, of mass M. And we can write some height also. You dropping from what? H, freely dropping, right? So this will hit this spring and it will compress the spring. So two questions they can ask you. They can ask you what is the maximum compression of the spring or what is the compression of spring under what? Equilibrium. Correct? Na? So listen carefully. So what's first this type of question I'm writing? Compression or you say expansion. You know, here it will be a compression. Obviously, you're dropping this compression of spring when a block of mass M is freely dropped from a height h. Okay, this is the case. So dropping a block of mass M from height h, then they ask me the what's the compression of the spring. Again two questions. So first question will be what? Here maximum compression, suppose they ask what is the maximum compression of this spring. Okay, first question. Then you write energy concept. What is the energy? Now understand carefully. So this block has which energy? Potential energy. Obviously falling from some height, it has potential energy, right? Yes. So it falling from h height, then it will compress. Suppose spring is compressed up to this amount. Say this is the amount what? X. When this dropped, the spring will compress to the maximum something, that's called what? X. So what is the potential energy in the spring? Look here. Okay, what is the first potential energy of this block? Is falling from h height, then the spring also going down by some amount what? X. So in real block will be at this point, right? So block has traveled what distance? H plus x. So I am writing potential energy of block is converted into what? The potential energy of what? Spring. This is converted into what? That. So what is the block energy? Look here, give attention. M, what are mass? G and H plus X. This is very important. Not only H. We drop from H height, but it will compress the spring also some amount. So in real it will be at that level. The block will be at that level. So total distance from this point to that point is what? H plus X. Compression also we adding, right? So mgh plus x is equal to what? Half kx square. This equation will give answer of your x question. What is the maximum compression? So x, you have to put all the numerical value given to you and you will get what? Your x amount, right? But same question they ask that your compression under equilibrium. So you can understand that when the block falls on this, the spring will oscillate for some time, right? No? Yes, it oscillates, then it will stop. So stop again at some, suppose stop at some point here like this one that we are calling again x, right? No? So that will be equilibrium. In that case, when I said already that when they talk equilibrium, you have to talk about force concept, right? So look here, under equilibrium, what this block will be on this spring resting here. So this block, let me draw one more picture like this one. This is spring. This block is supposed here. So block applying a force of what? mg downward. Spring force will offer what? Kx. So net force should be 0. So say net force should be 0 means your mg minus kx should be equal to 0. So mg should be equal to what? Kx. Or this is the principle you write to find your x. Force concept writing. So x will be simply your mg by what? K. That you will get the answer here, right? Compression. Two ways, maximum compression or compression under what? Equilibrium. Energy concept or force concept you have to write, right? Okay, we'll see more example on this. Okay, let's see second example like this. Vertical spring you have drawn. We have seen like a ball is, or a mass is dropped on vertical spring, then they are asking maximum compression or compression under equilibrium. So second we talk like suppose a block attached to lower end of a fixed spring. Means this type of question, suppose they ask there is spring here and this is your spring, and what we did, we hang a block here of mass m, this is spring or spring constant k, correct na? So initially we said like we are supporting this, so the spring is natural and then you leave this block, correct na? Then it will expand the spring, right na? So again two questions are possible, what is the maximum expansion and what is the expansion under what equilibrium, right na? Okay, suppose first question they are talking about maximum expansion they ask, okay. So maximum expansion means you write what? Energy concept, right? Yes or no? Yes, you write energy concept. So what energy concept will write here? This one like in proper picture we will look like this one, it's very close to here, in touch with what? This m, okay. Yes. So maximum compression the writing means energy concept will write. So when you drop this block, the block will move some distance x by expanding the spring some amount by what? X, right? Yes. So energy in this block will be what? Potential mgx. Here no height, simply is attached in this. So just x is the expansion, that's the distance that block moves, that's the potential energy in the block, right? Mgx is equal to what? Energy in the spring will be half kx square. So this much will give only your answer of what? Your x. What's the compression in the spring? But same question we are answering if they ask what? Compression under equilibrium, expansion under equilibrium. So in our simple harmonic motion chapter we learned this is called a spring pendulum. If you leave a block then start oscillating. So after oscillating some time it will stop. That's what? Equilibrium position, right? So under that condition we know that net force should be equal to what? 0. So two forces are acting on this. You can see that mg is what? Downward and kx is what? Upward. So again two forces we have mg minus kx, it should be equal to 0. So say mg it should be equal to what? Kx, or your x is nothing but what? Mg upon what? K. That's what your spring expansion, right? So maximum and what? Under equilibrium, no problem here. Okay, let's say some more example. Suppose this type of question they ask to you, they say like a spring is placed horizontally. I have taken two cases of spring which are vertical, we dropping block from top or block is attached as down. Now let's talk about horizontal spring. So one spring is placed horizontally, then some body comes, either velocity will be given or acceleration will be given, and then that block will hit the spring, so it will compress the spring. So again they will ask you what is the compression. So first I write a block of mass m moving with velocity v hits or collide say a horizontal spring, okay, and compress it, right? So this type of question we are talking, suppose this is spring and it's placed on a horizontal floor, smooth floor, okay? Yes, this is a floor. Then what happen? A block is coming like that way. This block is moving mass of m and moving velocity v. This is spring or spring constant k. So when this block hit that spring, it will compress the spring, right now? Yeah. So again they are asking what is the maximum compression. Same rule. What's the energy in this? You say what? Half mv square. This is the energy in the block. So that energy converted into what? Spring energy, or you say potential spring, that's what? Half kx square. So from here you will calculate what? Your x, the compression of the spring, right? So this question was asked in our exam many times, keep in mind, 2-3 times I remember. Okay, different format. Now look here, same question, suppose they ask like under equilibrium, then velocity will not be given here, they will give acceleration of this block will be given to you. This is like maximum compression, okay. This question for what? Maximum compression. Suppose same question they ask for equilibrium, then they will give like this way. Spring will be here again, spring constant k, some block is coming a mass m, and the acceleration of this block will be given to you. What will be given? Acceleration of this block will be given to you. So in that case, this block will apply force of ma, which is stored in the what force? Kx force. So from here you have to find what your x compression. Acceleration of block will be given, right? Okay. Then let's see next type of question like this. They can ask you that a block come from some height and compress what a spring, like this way. Suppose a block released from height h compresses a spring placed horizontally. Means this type of question, suppose there is some block is coming from some height, let's call this type of height, and here you put what your spring, that's what your spring. Okay, so block is coming from this mass m, it comes here like downward. Okay, it comes and what? It will compress this spring. So they will ask you what's the compression of the spring. So give attention, this height will be given generally, this height is what your h. Okay, yes. So this block coming here and it what? Hitting this spring and compressing this spring. So we know that when it hit here at this point, it has what energy? Kinetic energy at this point. Before just hitting, it has what? Kinetic energy. So we don't know kinetic, but what you know at this point we have what? Potential energy. So mechanical energy is always constant. At this point we have kinetic 0 and only potential is there. So mechanical is simply equal to potential. At this point we have potential 0 and only kinetic. So look here, at this point we have energy what? mgh, right? At this point we have what? Half mv square. So this half mv square should be equal to just mgh only, right now? Yes. So before hitting, the block has what energy? mgh. Because in real we should write kinetic energy half mv square, but we don't know, we don't need to calculate velocity because we know potential energy at that point, top point, we know height. So that energy will be here itself. So mgh what here itself is equal to what? Simply the compression of the spring, that's what your half kx square. Here x will not come here in this formula because we are talking about vertical. Like first case we have spoken, h is also vertical and x also was vertical. So total potential became mg h plus x, but not here. That you can understand, right? So this is the case. So I gave now a lot of example where they ask compression of spring like this way. Okay. Suppose next way, this question can be asked in terms of graph also. Okay. Graphical question also they can ask to you. Suppose you draw a graph between force and displacement. You draw a graph between what? Already you learned that this gives what? Work done, right? So you draw a graph for a spring. This graph for a spring, keep in mind, okay? Yes. So work and these things already you have done. We use the same graph for them also. So if we calculate area under this curve, what you calculate? You calculate the work done compressing a spring or the potential energy stored in a spring. So I am writing in words the area under f and x. X force is the applied force we are applying whatever, x is the compression or expansion of this spring, right now. Curve gives what? Work done, either you can say work done in expanding or you say compressing the spring, or you can say what? Potential energy stored in the spring. You can say like this way also, right? Graph between force and displacement. Displacement is what? The expansion and compression of the spring, okay, here. So that either gives the work done in compressing or expanding that spring or simply the energy stored in the spring, because that I told you that work done or energy half kx square, these are what? Same thing only. The energy stored in the spring is simply equal to what? Half kx square. That's also what? Work done in compressing or expanding that spring. Okay, so these were theoretical concepts also I told you. Now we do some problems on these. We don't have any special formula first here. Just two formula we have. One is what? Your spring force kx, and one is what? Energy stored or work done is what? Half kx square. No other formula at all. So these small things you got understood, and here mainly we use what? Conservation of energy principle. Okay, and when the talk equilibrium, we have to use what? Force concept I told you already. Okay, let's do some problems on these. Okay. Okay, so we're doing few problems on what now? Spring and block systems. Okay. Okay, let's solve. Problem number 1. Look here. Calculate the work done in compressing a spring of spring constant 200 Newton per meter from 3 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Means spring is already compressed by X amount, that's called 3 centimeter, and we want to go till what 5 centimeter. How much work we will do? Here again we have two type of possibilities. I will explain you. Let's first solve this question. So for this I told you directly what we will do. Work done is equal to half K, you say x2 square minus what x1 square, right? That's your answer. Okay. Or it was properly in real, it was like this one. We getting answer from like this one. You say that half K x2 square minus half K x1 square, like that one, right? So all values we know. Let's just put the values here. We say half K is given 200, x2 they are given centimeter. Be careful about them, unit. Okay. So 5, 25 minus 9, 3 square, and this centimeter was on both, so I took it outside common. Like 3 centimeter is 3 into 10 power minus 2, and again square is coming there. So 10 power minus 4 will come outside, right? Okay. Once you simplify this, you see that this is coming what, nothing but what, 16 into 10 power minus 2, or 0.16 joule. Okay, we finding energy or work. SI system is what, joule. Now actually what I am trying to say in this question, look here, this question was like you want to compress or expand from 3 to 5. Okay. The other question they are asked like this one. A spring is compressed by 3 centimeter and I want to compress it further by 5 centimeter. Spring is already compressed by X amount. Okay, already compressed. You want to compress it further by what amount? Y amount. Then what will the work done? Give attention. Okay, like you already compressed by 3, you want to compress it further. They say further by what? 5 centimeter. Then this become a different question. 0 to 3 spring was already compressed. Then you want to compress where? Not 5. They said we want to compress it further 5 centimeter. Means you want to go from 0 to what? How much? 3 plus 5 means what? 8 centimeter. Like this. So now in this formula here you put like 8. This x2 will be 8 and x1 will be what? 3. How we can understand these two type of questions? You want to go from 3 centimeter to 5 centimeter. That's a simple way to answer, right? You want to compress it further by 5 centimeter. So this you call like x, and you say this you want to compress further by 5 y centimeter, or less same name x1. This is what you x2. You want to compress further. So give attention like this one. You already compressed by x1 amount. You want to compress further by x2 amount. Then how this answer will come? It will like this one. Work done will be equal to half K. It will be like x1 plus x2 square minus what? x1 square. Hope you understand. This is very important. Should not do wrong. Okay. You want to go from x1 to x2, or x1 all there, you want to compress further by x2. That will come like that way. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's see next question. It says a block strikes a horizontal spring with a velocity v. After compressing it by x amount, velocity becomes half. Block hit a spring until it compressed by x amount. The velocity of the block is what? Half. Means the block is still moving, so it will compress what? It further. So they are asking calculate the maximum compression of the spring. Yes. Okay. Let me draw a spring here. Suppose this is your spring and this is your block comes here. So block when it's about to hit, its velocity is v, mass m. They said when it compressed by some amount like x amount, at that point the velocity of this is what? V by 2. So it compress some further some amount y, right now. It will compress some more amount. So how much is that? So they are asking that what is total compression from, either you can say like this y from here to here, they are asking total compression, right now, maximum compression. So let's write energy conservation. When this block is about to hit, okay, till the block come to this point when the velocity becomes v by 2, the loss in the energy of this block will be simply equal to gain in the potential energy of the spring. So how much energy is losing from this point to till that point? So I am calculating half mv square the initial energy, final is what? Half m and v by 2 square. At that point velocity is v by 2. So what is the loss? This is a loss, right now. This loss goes to what? The gain in the potential energy half kx square. X they are given, right? Okay. So when you this simplify, how much this come? You take half mv square as common, then this becomes simply 3 by 4 is equal to what? Half k x square. Let's call it equation 1. Now they want to say that what's the maximum compression, means still the velocity of this block becomes what, 0, that we calling y. So in that case the half mv square, the all kinetic energy of the block will be converted into what, potential energy. Let's call that half k and y square. We want to calculate that y. So y, the answer is given in terms of what, x, because x is known to us. So this y we have to calculate the maximum compression in terms of what, x. So what you can do, just divide these two equations. If you divide them, what you will get? I am doing directly. Let's divide this. So this half mv term will get cancelled. Here you get 3 by 4. Here half x will get cancelled. You get what, x square by y square. So this is what your y. Y we have to calculate, right? So y comes what, 4 by 3. So it becomes 2 by root 3 of what, x. That will be what, your y. Correct. Same question can be asked in terms of kinetic energy. Let's say the block hit this spring with kinetic energy of E. Till it compressed by x amount, the energy becomes what, E by 2, E by 3. Correct na? Again write change in kinetic energy is equal to what, half k x square. Then total kinetic energy is equal to what, again half k y square. That will be more simple in real, okay? Okay. Let's move on to the third problem, which says that a block of mass 0.5 kg is moving with a speed of what, 3 meter per second, okay? Velocity given. Collide with a horizontal spring of spring constant 50 Newton per meter. Calculate the maximum compression. So this is a simple question only, that this is spring, that's the block coming, it has given velocity. So maximum compression they asking is energy concept. So the energy of the block is what, half mv square converted into what, half k into what, x square. Okay, half goes here. X we have to calculate, that become mv square by k and what, root. Correct. On putting all the values, mass given how much, 0.5, velocity is given what, 3, okay, 3 and square, so it becomes 9 velocity square by k is given what, 50. No problem. Okay, so this you can write as what, this you can cancel here, this becomes 9 by what, 500. So 9 you can take root 3 and root 500. So this also you can simplify this. What you can do, you can write 3, 10 if you take outside, then becomes what, 5, like that way. So this is what your meter. Okay, no problem. Yes. So that was simple problem only. Let's look at fourth problem. If a spring expand by x on loading, okay, you are applying some force and spring is what, expanding by x amount, then the energy stored in the spring will be, if T is the tension in the spring, tension or spring force, whatever they are calling T. So you have to give answer in terms of the force. Suppose this is a spring, you apply a force F here, the spring force here they are calling T. So T will be F, that's first we have to know, because Kx in the spring force is equal to force applied simply. We have two force only, right? So they are asking what is the energy stored in the spring in terms of what tension, answer was given. So look here, first energy stored is what, U is what, half into k x square, and the tension will be what, simply kx. Tension or spring force is simply what, kx. So here we have to bring what, kx, this tension you have to bring. So tension is what, kx. So what I do, I multiply and divide this equation by what, k. So I get half k square x square by what, k. So this is nothing but what, your tension square or spring force square. So it becomes F square upon what, 2k. That's what your energy stored in terms of what, force simply. Correct now? And this was asked recently in our exam, be careful. Okay, let's move to fifth problem. Two springs of spring constant K1 and K2 respectively have same energy stored in this one. Two springs are given, spring constants are given, and the energy stored is given equal. Calculate the ratio of the force applied on this. A similar problem like this one only, right? Yes, this problem like I did here. So relation between energy stored and force is what, F square upon what, or what, or T square. Here they are writing like T. This answer should write in terms of T, like T square upon what, 2k, that will be right answer. Okay, so force square upon 2k, because here we don't know expansions, right? Can you see? We know k1, k2, and force is they asking, and energy is given same. So energy is same, then 2 is a constant, then we see that the force square is proportional to what, spring constant k. They are asking what's the ratio of the force applied. So force will be proportional to your root of k, or you said like F1 by F2 will be equal to root of what, k1 by k2. That will be your answer of this question, right? Yes. When energy is equal, what's the ratio of the force applied? Sometimes force will be equal, they will ask you what's the ratio of the energy. Look here, then you will write this. If they are asking force is given same, like this is same, then ratio of the energy becomes what? Inversely proportional to what? K. So U1 by U2 will be what? K2 by K1 answer, okay? Okay, let's see last problem. For what minimum value of M1? Where is M1? Look in this way, this is what value of M1. This is a pulley, one spring is there, one block is placed on ground and one block is hanging in air, right? For what minimum value of M1 will the block M, that block is what M is what here, will leave the contact with the surface. You want to lift that block, how much mass you have to apply, hang here, right? M1, minimum value of M1 they are asking. So look here, it's very simple. Suppose you want to just lift it, so the spring will when you apply force here, first the spring will expand, right now? So say spring expand by some amount x, correct now? Yes. So what will happen? What is the energy gain in this? Because when you expand spring, this block will go down by x amount, right? So what's the gain in energy of this block? You say m1g into what x potential energy it will gain, right? So this gain will what will here? That's what half k into what x square. Clear? Okay. Now let's see here, this is equation 1, right? Okay. Now you want to lift this block, so what force are acting here? Mg is what? Downward, and upward is what? Your spring force kx. You say kx should be equal to what? Mg, correct na? To minimum to lift this, okay? This force kx force should be at least equal or more than what? Mg to lift what? This block. On this block we have two force, Mg downward and what? Kx is what? Upward, spring force, okay? So from here let's calculate kx. What is kx? One x get cancelled, then you see that 2m1g is equal to what? K into x. So that pulley we put here, then 2m1g should be equal to what? At least equal or more than that mg. So this get cancelled. So m1 should be at least what? Equal or more than what? M by 2. That's your answer to lift what? This block. That mass of this block should be at least half of that block, right now? Correct. To lift these blocks, okay? So these are the problems based on what? Spring and block system. So now we have one more topic left, that's called what? Power. So in next lecture we will talk about power, then this chapter will be over. We will do previous year questions, then we will write test and quiz, okay? If you have any doubt from this part, please put your comment, I will reply, okay? Thank you so much.